crazy.
Kill a hag.
Big T.
Good
How much more
boys.
upstairs?
They're
Hello.
all here.
Hello.
Here. I can finally get off of Modern Warfare.
Wait,
3.
hold on. Hold on. Can we get quiet for a second?
Okay.
Nate
No.
Crazy? Hit it, buddy. Did you already
What was I
forget?
gonna hit?
Did you already forget?
Was I supposed to hit something?
Hold on. I'll message you. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Your son.
Whoa.
Rude.
No, come here.
My fault.
No.
That's not it. That's not it.
Don't make me.
Crazy is Nono's dad.
Well, Reese said Ray was my dad, so I'm not sure anymore.
Ray is your dad.
Check your message. Check your messages.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Reese,
Yeah.
happy
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Reese Crazy. Happy birthday to you.
Good job, boys.
Thank
Good
you
job.
so much.
Good
That
job.
was beautiful. That was beautiful. Incredible.
I'm sure you heard every word.
Every bit of it.
I have a cobbler with candles, and I'm gonna bring it in here.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
She made you a cobbler? What a
She made me
nice-
blackberry
Yeah,
cobbler.
dude.
She loves
But
me.
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also,
yeah.
check out the shirt. It says "You can certainly try," and it's a mythical
Nice.
being holding up a
Heck
knife.
yeah.
Nice.
You can certainly
Nice,
try.
You can
nice.
certainly try.
All right, I've been waiting in Discord for like a solid 5-10 minutes now for Nate Crazy
Okay.
to join. I've got to go pee. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Little brother, how you feeling?
The best I've felt in days.
That's
My
incredible.
goat.
That's what we love to hear.
I know that I wasn't here last session because I was throwing up, but did we happen to get a long rest?
We did get a long rest. You also
Yay,
got kind of cured of werewolf stuff,
And we got to meet us.
You're welcome.
Word.
and you got to meet Feth and Root Bear and
Oh,
Alduin.
Alduin, these nuts.
Oh, and Bill. You got to meet Bill.
Good old Bill. Everybody loves
Bill, my favorite character.
Except Alduin. Alduin hates Bill. But
I love
To be clear, Nathaniel, Bill is Coleman's new mount, which is a talking donkey.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
missed
that's
Nona
nice.
have. He talked last night, and Nona had the last time, and Nona had an epiphany.
He did have an epiphany. It was,
It was
very funny for
funny.
me. It was hilarious for me. A bell. Sadio Vanti. Okay, all right. Big T is in the bathroom, but I think it's okay if I get started with the recap without him. You think?
surely he remembers.
Surely he remembers, and if he doesn't, what you doing, dog?
True.
It ain't that complicated. Oh boy, where's my map? Oh, there's my map. What? Nope, wrong thing I'm looking on. There we go. Okay. Last we left off, the party had exited the cave, carrying the dead body of young G2. Happy to have survived an encounter with Kiad, but a little mournful from losing two acquaintances, not quite friends, but good people who they knew nonetheless. They returned to town where they met Alduin D's Nuts, a paladin and traveling preacher or minister of the Church of Asbestos. Upon returning, they also met Bill, the talking donkey, who was out in the woods on his own, and then began talking some philosophical,
science guy.
neopolitical, religious nonsense that Alduin didn't care for.
That is extremely true.
While that was going on, the party waited around for several days as Pfeffriel arrived into town with a strange companion, Root Bear, a half rotted warforged with trees and insects living inside of his brass shell of a body.
Oh yeah.
Feth was able to create a tincture that he supplied to Leo, which was going to remove all the effects of lycanthropy, but doesn't actually fully remove the disease. So you'll just have to keep taking the tincture every once in a while.
Is it a
I
tincture
did
or a
not know that.
poultice?
Excellent question. I'm gonna say tincture. I'm gonna say tincture
There,
because I really don't know the difference.
a tincture, I believe, is something you can imbibe, and a poultice is just something you keep on your person.
Okay,
And,
yeah, well, it's
like,
something he can imbibe for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every once in a while, he's got to take a couple of drops of it, kind of like eye drops, but if it kept you from turning into a werewolf.
Yes, the anti-werewolf drop.
Exactly. And the party was.
What would happen if we put it on someone that was already currently a werewolf, like transformed,
like transforming? You just squirt it in their eye. I actually don't have rules for
or
that
in
yet.
their
So
mouth, or whatever?
We'll ad lib that as we go.
Cool. Throw another werewolf at us.
Give me a reason. The party is still currently in Leo's living room right now. I'm having a conversation with Fethriel and Bill.
Just freeze. That's
hmm?
awesome.
Did I freeze? No.
No, you're here.
Okay.
You are here.
Cool. Whilst you guys are all in this house having a discussion with Bill, one, Nate, is there anything that you would like Leo to ask Fethriel or talk to Fethriel about before we move into the next thing? Take that as a no. Take that as a no. You know what I like? Silence. That really is helpful for me. Let me tell you, like, um, as the we're gonna do a little bit of a kind of a time lapse real quick. Whereas you guys have cleared the werewolf problem in town, and things kind of return to semblance of normal. The town folks kind of stay all on a sort of edge for a while as they.
Uh-oh.
It's a cup.
Did we also have to deal with the flea problem from the werewolves?
There it is.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. No, there was actually surprisingly you guys killed the werewolf so fast it wasn't able to develop a full flea issue. Because they were werewolves for such a short amount of time. But the AIDS problem still big.
What about Bill? Does Bill have any fleas or any ticks?
Make a survival check for me.
Okie doke. He actually has a talking tick, and that's what's talking, not him.
Could you imagine that?
You said a survival check?
Yes, please.
That's an 8.
He's got some fleas. You realize, like like not an absurd amount, but a few here and there. You do think though that maybe it's too cold for ticks to really be out and about. It is like the start of winter. There's snow on the ground. Ticks are probably in deep underground or kind of late in the season.
Gotcha. I do think in the back of my mind when I'm thinking about this, I'm like, Bill would probably tell me if he had a tick.
Yeah, for sure.
He'd probably be like, "Can you get this bitch off of me?"
You see that Bill is sitting like like how like elderly dogs sometimes sit with their legs like straight out and then their front legs like this. Bill is sitting like that in Leo's living room talking to Feth. And he was like, "Yeah, man, like I really didn't mean to piss off the elf fella. I was just, have you ever considered the possibility that your entire belief structure is slightly just a little off? Like, not fully. Like, I'm not saying that he's completely wrong, but I'm just saying, like, there's a couple of things in there that he maybe needs to consider just a little different." And Feth goes, "Buddy, I don't know. I'm not religious. I can't help you here. This is the wrong guy. Is anyone else here religious? Can someone talk to the donkey, please?"
Bill, do you like anything else other than religion and drinking?
I like lots of things. I like sunny days. I like prancing in the meadows. I like. By the way, he's doing this motion with his fingers, but it's just his hooves, so he's just going back and forth between two little knuckles. And he goes, I like, um, I like female donkeys and or horses. I'm not picky. No discrimination over here. Okay. Um, I like to try to dissect just any, not necessarily just religion, but any belief system really. I like to try to dissect it and try to understand why people think the way they do.
Okay, hold up. In the beginning there, I thought you were gonna say you like to dissect animals and stuff, and I was gonna ask how you did that.
Oh yeah, there's no
With
way.
hooves.
There's no way. There's no way. Oh, I like apples. I forgot to mention that. Love an apple. We'll eat one right now if you've got it.
Actually, I have carrots. No, I have corn. I have corn from whenever I was picking it on my horse when I first came in.
Okay. Yeah. Hey man, I'll eat corn. I'll eat corn.
And I'm a cob.
He just puts the whole cob in his mouth. I just
Like a real man.
yeah. And he goes, while it's in his mouth, he's like, "Yes, basically," and then he just becomes unable to talk. He keeps trying to spout whatever
That was actually the plan. Okay.
whatever he was talking about, but it's not anymore. And Feth looks at you with the most genuine look he's looked at you in a long time. He just goes, "Thank you."
I do what I can.
He goes, "This is not the first time I've had to talk had to carry out a conversation with someone who's particularly religious. I'm not good at it. All right, it's not my specialty."
If there's one thing I know about religious people, they'll shut up when it comes to food.
Incredible. Uh, like I said, we were in a bit of a period of downtime where the town kind of returns to a kind of a close to normal for a few days. And there's a couple of things that I need rolls to be made for during that downtime.
Okay.
One, Daxley, you are on the hunt, for unique monsters of some kind,
Yep.
Yes, you've had surprisingly huge luck with finding Grimban and then getting to keep his skull as something to send back.
Of course.
Uh, But if there's any other particular animals or creatures that you're kind of looking for while you're out here, go ahead and make a either nature or survival roll to see just how well you fare as far as finding something out here as the winter starts to kick in a little bit more and it gets a little more harsh.
Survival check
Or nature, whichever one you want to roll.
or nature. Okay. Well, on the die, it's an 18, and I'm waiting for my thing to load. It's been loading this whole time. Internet is slow in the storm. Which one, nature or survival?
Either or.
You said.
Yeah.
So +3 would be a 21.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Survival.
You don't find any like big scary thing, that you have to kind of like battle yourself out with. You do find some griffin eggs. from a nest that you think might have been abandoned, but the eggs still seem to be intact.
Okay. Yeah. I
Raise little
if I
griffins.
don't see any traces of the parents, I would definitely take those. I know they're pretty big. But,
they're
I would
about
go
ostrich
back to
egg
camp,
sized.
bring a
They're
wagon.
like
Yeah.
they're pretty big. They're
Yeah.
not so big that you couldn't.
will.
It would hatch a
I have
kitten sized griffin that then would grow into an adult
Yeah.
griffin. So,
which would be awesome.
you
I might.
get 2 griffin eggs out of this nest, and I think on a 21 survival, you kind of put together that like these griffins were here for a while, and then maybe the presence of Grimban being like a super predator kind of scared them off,
I
and they
gotcha.
just kind of abandoned their nests when they took off. So that's this kind of success you have over the next, I'm gonna say like 2-week, 3-week period as this winter kind of kicks in a little bit harder. While that's happening, a ship pulls into port here in Moontown from the Brassbeard Mining Company, who have finally arrived to start working on a mithril mine. They offload the ship and head off into the wilderness with a whole bunch of mining equipment to begin digging out this mithril mine. Jesse,
What's up?
could you give me a Constitution saving throw just to see how well these miners handle this cave?
Con save.
Mhm.
Can we choose something else?
No.
Okay. 17.
Hey, 17 is great.
Not
It's
bad. Not bad.
the bedrock is really tough. So these guys are going through a lot of pickaxes, but it's not really slowing down production by any rate. They are burning through this cave, and with active instruction to leave the really big piece of mithril alone. They've all been told, "Hey, don't touch the giant one that may or may not put you in a fever dream. Just dig out everything
Kill you.
around."
You know,
Um,
that. Yeah, that touching that thing would kill a commoner.
It would kill your average guy. So yeah, but they go about
Yeah.
digging it out. It's slow going, but it is the start of a whole new mithril mine. So that's kind of an awesome thing for the company. And because of you finding a new mithril mine, Bombardier receives a 500 gold bonus from the company for literally establishing a full new mithril mine out here in the middle of nowhere.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So you receive a little bonus from the company.
Royalties.
While that's
500, you
going
said?
on, yep, 500.
I'll take that gladly.
Finding
Wait, are
a
these
whole
mine
new
mining?
is pretty rare. Most guys, when they do it, retire because of the money they make.
Yeah, that's fair.
While that is going on, no.
That's me.
What do you think in like 2 to 3 weeks of just hanging out in town? What do you think a root bear would be getting up to? I said root beer, and I meant it.
Probably just
What would a
wandering
root beer be
around,
getting up to?
trying to catch up with modern time. Seeing what's out there. To be fair.
Okay, hell yeah. Make a perception check.
Let's see, I get my perception. I get a +7 to perception. Okay.
Okay.
There's a 12.
A
Big
12.
numbers.
Okay, hell yeah. On a 12, it's just a lot to take in here. It's like in such a short amount of time. But also, in all of that you are taking in, you realize the world hasn't changed all that much from the last time you kind of remember it. And when you remember it, it's hazy. You get bits and pieces of information here and there as you go about town. You like see something that suddenly sparks a small memory of like you walking down a street in a marketplace, and then it just kind of jumps back to where you are now, or you look out see as the sun comes up and you kind of flash back to you doing the same thing, but somewhere else, but you don't really remember where that somewhere else was. But you just kind of get bits and pieces of little flashes of information from a life that you don't totally remember. Um, but you do get the sense that the world has changed, but has been consistent.
Word.
Um, uh, moving from you, Alduin.
Yeah, man.
With the werewolf problems like kind of solved by the time you got here, I take it you would probably have a little bit of confusion as to why you were feeling a call from Ms. Methus to come to this town in the first place.
Yeah.
What do you think Alduin would be trying to do or get up to in like a 2 to 3 week period of just kind of being here without any clear direction?
If I had to guess, probably just two main things. The first
Okay.
one, spreading the good word.
Okay. All right. I
The
respect that.
second one, staying away from that freaking donkey.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Um, yeah. Okay. So then give me a religion check to see how well you spread the word
Good
around
old
town.
religion check.
And then this is you're the only person so far who's had to make 2 rolls. But then give me a stealth check to see how well you hide from that donkey.
So that's an 11 on the religion check.
Okay.
Not greatest. But that's a natural 20 on the stealth check.
Dang.
Wish that was backwards, to be honest.
On
Mhm.
a natural 20, you don't see hide nor hair of Bill for literally like 2, 3 weeks. Just never see this donkey again.
It's because I don't frequent the bar.
That's fair. On the flip side of that, however, on the religion check, some people do start to come to you for like what's the word? Crisis of faith. After kind of the whole town experienced an insane trauma of a werewolf like pack trying to essentially invade and kill them. There's been like a couple people who like were religious who like rapidly convert to a faith just because they were faced with death and it kind of scared them into a religious stance. Um, but you're not getting as much response out of the townspeople as you were hoping, and you get the idea that a lot of don't really worship the god, which Ms. Methis is considered one of. They kind of worship the old spirits or the great spirits from back in the day, which are just kind of like these large, vague, animalistic spirits with a lot of power, but weren't necessarily the god of any particular thing, you know?
Yeah.
And they kind of believe in that side of nature more than the like an elven goddess who like created seasons that pass through. And so you're having a hard time kind of getting people to show up to your weekly meetings.
Kind of cringe if you ask me.
You know. Um and then finally, moving from Alwyn, we've got Mr. Leo. Well, not finally, we've got one more guy after this.
One more guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Leo, now that you have a tincture to keep you from turning into a werewolf every night and you're back to your old self, and I do think you're finally starting to get the hang of walking with a cane with your other hand.
Yes.
What do you think Leo's been up to in the past 2 to 3 weeks of not having to fight werewolves or be in any action at all?
He has
He's
been
just getting
checking on the town.
he's been checking on the town. The town's some people are having to like rebuild like mostly people who lost family members are trying to like rebuild their lives after a great tragedy, so there's stuff in there. Not only did like innocent people get killed by the werewolves, but some people were turned into the werewolves and then had to be killed by you guys. Some of these were just innocent bystanders who couldn't control a cursed disease that ran amok, and they
Right.
had to be literally put down. And so some people are having a hard time adjusting. The town itself seems to be moving in perfectly good order. And about a week and a half after the official ending of this incident, the first merchant guild ship, the ones that you assigned a contract on in the very first session, starts to roll in. You see that they roll in these large caravels that load barrels upon barrels of something. They were very vague when they signed a contract with you. And they load them off into these wagons that come into town, and they haul them off to Dalfroma, which was like a week's journey from here. And they're in large caravans, and the ones they don't take with them, they've rented a warehouse from you to kind of keep these barrels of whatever the hell kind of stacked up, and they're just every week and a half or so, another ship kind of rolls in, unloads a ship's worth of barrels, and then sails back off. And you're getting your payments on time.
I want to check in on the parents of the boy that was killed.
Percy, yeah. Um, uh, as you check in on them, you see that it's kind of early one morning, cold winds kind of blowing through the see that they're setting up to hit the waters to begin fishing, um, as they do by trade. And you see they've got a small little fishing boat, nothing crazy, just kind of a little more than a dinghy with a sail, basically. And you see there's a bunch of nets and barrels kind of loaded on board for them to store fish in and catch. Um, they're both bundled as tight as possible as the wind kind of blows in. And you're kind of sitting there in a coat, but also you have lion fur, so you're not really feeling the cold that much.
Yeah.
Um, how did you approach them? What are you asking? What are you trying to see?
I'm just trying to check in on them, make sure they're okay after what happened.
You see that Percy's dad, uh Marvin, he looks at you, gives you a big smile, and says, "Top of the morning to you, Mr. Leo." Um, and he kind of turns back to what he's doing, and you see that the minute he kind of turns back to adjusting ropes and refitting nets, there's the slightest moment of him doing his best to like hold it together and not really think about it.
Yeah.
And you see that his wife, Eleanor, she's sitting there like tying the ropes and manning the rigging and like getting the little dinghy ready to go out. But she's not really there. She's kind of just checked out, and kind of moving on autopilot as she does it. And it's just one of those. It's not something you deal with overnight. It's definitely not something you deal with in 2 weeks.
Right.
But you see that they're trying. They're moving. And that's more than a lot of people are capable of doing. Um, is there anything else that Leo would like to do while he's
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's it. Just checking on the town.
Okay.
Um,
Then we will jump from Leo to Ephesus. Ephesus.
Yes,
What are
hello.
you getting up to? I would like to first preface before I start asking you what you're getting up to by saying that although he said he was going to leave town very quickly, Fifth has been here for 2 weeks. And has just been hanging out in town. Hasn't gone anywhere.
I mean, I'm probably okay. I'm gonna save catching up with the dude that has all of the clothes.
Okay.
Because that I don't think he'd be done with that because I asked him to make like a saddle and stuff.
Yeah.
For Bill, so I think that'll be fine. I'm probably hanging out with Feth, and getting stuff ready for the next part of the journey, and also checking on my boat that I paid to have built, but I don't know how long it's gonna take.
You see when you go to check on the boat, give me just give me like a luck check. Give me a roll of the die.
That's a 14.
On a 14, you they're about like they're about a little over halfway through with the construction of it. They've
Cool.
built like the basic frame. They've kind of got like the bottom of it set. They haven't really worked. They haven't really gotten into the interior of the boat yet. You see, when you go by the shipyard to check on it, you see like the boat sitting there, and then next to it is literally one dwarf by himself, honing a tree into a mast. All completely by himself. He's like spinning the log and then honing it in, really cleaning it up to get it ready. But you think you probably got another couple weeks on it before your boat's fully finished.
Cool.
And then you're just hanging out with Feth, kind of chilling. Where is Ephesus planning to head to after this?
Well, he was supposed to go. I'm gonna guess it's because after I cannot say what I'm trying to say. Daggum. After he talked with Feth the last session, and he's probably been hanging out with Feth now, and Feth's probably been trying to like goad him into it. He's probably gonna try and go look for Moon Arms because Moon Arms wasn't doing well.
You know, no matter how many magic spells and potions you feed into a human to make them live longer, they're still human, and at some point they
Yes.
have to die.
So
But yeah, and you see that he's like he should be in Dalfroma. Okay, I mean that's where he was last, and what his plan schedule says he's going to be back there in just a couple days. But
where's
yeah,
that
I
on the
think
map? Where's that on the map?
Dalfroma.
Yeah.
If you so you're in Moontown. If you'll go up and then to the
Oh, gotcha.
right
Okay.
at the top of Lake Voon, you'll see there's
Convenient.
yeah.
Okay. I do tell the people with the boat that that's probably where I'm gonna head
Okay.
after I
Okay.
talk with him about it.
Yeah, they're like they'll make sure it's like capable of river travel, capable of like traveling upstream. You see that the dwarf who's been like honing this wood is like, you might have to do some paddling. All right, I can't guarantee the wind will always be with you upstream, but I mean, this is all I got.
Well, I mean, I take out a map and I'm like, well, I mean, it looks like you could probably take the ocean up to the top of the Chura and go through the Chura, and then you'll be at Dalfroma.
It goes, yeah, but then you're traveling upstream the river, because that river is flowing back out into the ocean from the lake. So you'd have to be going upstream. You'd have to be preying on wind. That's all I'm saying.
Well, whoever's getting it there to me, all I'm saying, I'll pay him extra.
I'll do my best.
All right. Yeah.
And
I'm probably just getting things ready for the next journey anyway. So.
You guys are getting things ready. Merchant ships and one more time.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Merchant ships and mining company ships come to and fro from the harbor. And life kind of slowly begins to return to normal here in Moontown. Give or take a little more hustle and bustle due to a bunch of dwarves who have just moved to town and the comings and goings of the Dalfroma Merchant Guild.
Did my guy ever come back with that ring?
Oh, you were looking for the the alchemist bottle, right?
The endless water? Yeah.
Yeah. He does return.
Ooh.
Give me a luck check. It's gonna be a 50-50 on a 1 through 10. It's not there on an 11. He did find an endless bottle of water.
How about a natural 20 on D&D?
Let's go. On a natural 20, he does return from Zimmerel with an alchemist bottle that he does bring to you. And he was like, actually got this on a great deal. So It only cost everything you sent me and a little bit of Mr. Leo's money. So, don't tell him.
Okay, I won't.
I wasn't able to find a ring that stopped him from turning into a werewolf, so I kind of used part of his money to pay for this thing.
I appreciate it. Do anything
You know-
else? We good? We
No,
square?
I'm in. I'm taken care of. I think honestly I can retire. He paid me so much money to do this.
Works out then. Okay, sweet.
You've got an endless bottle of water. And as the flow of the town kind of returns to normal, we move into a early and I'm early winter morning at about 3 a.m. The town is quiet as a mouse. Um, Peaceful, calm, everybody in their respective houses or guest houses, if you're Ephesus. Uh Alduin, you found that uh the small religious district of shrines, different gods, they have a guest tent set up for foreign ministers. That you've been able to crash in. I assume that Root Bear just kind of literally just shuts down in the street when he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Um, Everybody give me perception checks.
Perception.
Perception.
I love having a +7 if I can roll decent.
That
11.
is a 9 plus 4, a whole 13 for you, big dog.
13,
So
okay.
far, I rolled 2 perception checks, and I rolled a 4 and a 5 on the dice.
That's tough. That's
Dirty
tough.
20. 14 plus
It
6.
might not be the big dice tonight.
Okay. Nate Crazy, Tan, what you got for me?
What do you need from me?
Perception checks, please.
Perception? Okay. 1 second.
That is a 19.
It's a 19, okay.
I got a nat 20 plus 4. I'm sending a picture.
Nat 20 plus. So Mr. Leo's the first. Well, this makes sense actually, because Mr. Leo is the closest to the docks when this happens. Mr. Leo, you are awoken abruptly in your sleep by a large boom. An explosion of some kind rings out from the dock. That seems to echo across town. Everybody here is awakened by the boom. The perception check was more so to see how quickly you guys are able to respond to that. Mr. Leo, you hop out of bed, hear the explosion go off. What do you do?
What do I do?
Mhm.
Well, obviously, I grab my
And
cane
10. ISOs hit 130.
Okay.
and I go downstairs and I
Okay.
ask the maid,
Matilda.
Matilda, classic, what the hell is going on?
You see that she comes stumbling out of her room with a little candle on a little stand, nightcap on, and like dressed fully like ebony. Comes out. Um, I Dude, I'm also waking up. Why do you assume that
You're
I
right,
know?
Matilda.
You see that she kind of walks to the back of the house and like looks out of a window and she goes, "There's a ship on fire. Is that good enough for you?"
I immediately start going towards it, like running.
Okay. You take off out of the house. And you run down, you start running toward the docks and you see it's a give me a perception check actually.
Perception?
Mhm.
19.
19. On a 19, you see it is a merchant guild ship. That has exploded, and you see that their barrels have been scattered all into the water. Some of them cracked open.
One shot.
And you see floating in the water around the ship, in between the busted debris of barrels, you see bodies floating on top of the water. Um, you don't know if they're lifeless or not. You just see bodies just floating next to the ship that is now fully in flames. And then as you look up, as you get closer to the ship, you look up and you see
no second or third actually.
5 figures all standing in the fire, just kind of standing there. You can't really make them out just because of like the smoke and the fire, but you just see 5 figures standing on a burning ship as it slowly begins to sink into the water.
Okay. I kind of want to use Daunting Roar, but not for what it's for.
Okay.
I want to use it. It's supposed to be like to frighten your enemy,
Yeah.
but I want to use it as like a people know where to come and to hurry
Okay,
up.
you just want to use it to like, it's like a sound
Yes,
off.
it's like a
they're
siren, basically.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I love this already. You don't even got to roll anything for this. You just get hit them with that. Okay. You let off a daunting roar. After the explosion, everybody else, you guys hear a very distinct roar from Leo that echoes from the docks. And everyone starts heading in that direction. As you guys
my
arrive,
head poke out of the hole.
little
Keep
head
that
pokes out of the
noise
hole,
down. I'm trying to work here.
crawls back down. You peek your head out, see a ship on fire next to the mining guild ship.
Hey, get off my ship. You have to pay for it.
Do you get out of the hole or you just hang out where you are?
I keep a very close eye, making sure that fire does not touch my ship.
Okay, totally fair. You also, I think there's a little bit of concern in the back of your head. You guys are far enough along in the mining process to move to blasting powder and not just pickaxes. So I think there's explosives on board that ship.
Oh, then I'm very concerned.
Yeah, that thing could explode. Like,
get that ship. Come on, boys.
You guys all start heading toward the docks. As you guys begin to arrive, let's see. Nate, you roll a 24. Blake rolled a 21. Who was next in those perception checks?
I got a 19.
You got a 19?
I forget what I got.
Okay.
I had a 13.
He had a 13. Nono had like a 14, I think. Okay, so that means
11.
You had an 11. Okay. So that means that Daxley is the next to arrive on scene. Daxley, as you run up, see Leo roaring on the docks. Give me a perception check of your own.
Let's say 14. 8 plus 6.
Boy, that's my move, buddy. Better chill out.
It's a 14. On a 14, you see first ship on fire, smoke everywhere. Destroyed debris all over the ground, floating in the water. And then you do see, like Mr. Leo saw, you do see bodies floating in the water around the ship. But you do not see the 4 figures that he is seeing on top of the ship itself. They're too obscured by the smoke as you're running up to actually catch any vision of them. But you do see bodies floating about in the water. You don't know if they're dead or just unconscious, but you just see people floating.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull out rope and try and throw it to the bodies. Like, I don't know if they're dead or not, but I'm gonna throw the rope to them and anchor it to the dock.
Heck yeah! You throw the rope. You see that a couple of them don't move. A couple of them do. You see that a couple of them don't seem to be alive. You see that one that looks like a scrawny, long-haired girl starts to like move toward, and then another one who's like a larger, like clearly a man's body. You can't really tell from like it just being nighttime and it's out in the water. But you can tell by the shoulders that it's probably a man. Start pulling on the rope.
I'll help reel them in too,
Okay.
and get them up.
As you reel them in and get them up, you see one like a 14, 13-year-old looking girl with red hair that's kind of matted, like soaking wet, but obviously like torn and dirty clothes.
Yeah.
Her face is covered in dirt. Um, give me a medicine check. I'm gonna say.
It's just taking me a minute to start up, guys. My bad.
That is another 14. It's an 11 plus 3.
You look at this girl. Immediately you're like, small elven girl. Okay, pull her in, and then you're like, wait a second. This girl doesn't have pointed ears. This is not pointed ears, but regular looking in every other aspect.
Okay.
And then I think in the very back of your mind, you're like, holy shit, this is a human. And you look to the guy next to her, a bald-headed
also
man
a human
with a mustache in a kind of
Holy
burly
shit!
build, also human.
Elves don't get facial hair. What the fuck?
I
Elves don't
forgot
get
that
facial hair.
there was a whole human thing going
I
on.
forgot that. Yeah, like I forgot humans weren't a thing right now. Like we need to get y'all to safety, and I will basically as their bodyguard and get them to the nearest like safe house.
Okay.
Or
You see that the girl, both of them are shivering from the cold
I'll
water, and the
take
girl
them to the.
looks at you and she's like,
how close is the bar?
the bar is pretty far from the docks. You could point them in that direction if you wanted them to just like take off running. You see the girl shivering from the cold. She just kind of looks up and she's like, "Thank you so much." Where the hell are we?
We're in a place called Moontown.
All right.
What is the country? What is the country we're in?
Oh, you're on the
I forget.
continent of Pralion.
It's in Pralion.
He goes, well, at least we're in Pralion. She kind of stands up and takes off running. The older fella kind of gets up slow and he's like, I've had to swim in a long time. It's been a long time since I...
How many were with you? How many were with you?
I think 40 total, if I remember.
40.
He goes, we were
2
in
out
the
of 40 is
barrels, and he
bad.
points at the
Oh,
cracked,
shit.
exploding barrels all over the ground. He goes, we were in the barrels. At this
shit.
moment, I think Alduin would probably make his way out to the docks, seeing all this craziness happening.
Yeah.
As you arrive, I'll use perception from earlier. You got a 19, right?
I did.
Okay, so that you also see ship on fire, cracked debris all over the place. Now you recognize both like living and dead bodies are floating around. People who are trying to get out and like move toward shore, but some of them are just laying lifeless on the surface of the water. And then on top of the ship, you see 5 figures just kind of standing, shrouded in smoke and fire, not moving as the ship kind of slowly begins to descend into the water.
Hold on. Let me see exactly what this is called. Could I use a divine sense? Are they within that? It's probably not within 60 feet, is it?
I mean, if you got close enough to the docks, it's probably within 60 feet. Could be.
Then
what does divine sense allow you to do?
I can detect good and evil. Within the next time I've turned, I can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or another location of any celestial fiend, undead, within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
Okay.
Celestial fiend, fey, undead.
Okay. You activate it. This is interesting. I have to think about this for a moment.
So it sounds like I made a good decision.
He's debating on whether or not he wants to actually tell us.
No.
Or
It's that
how much
because he
wants
used an ability, I want to give him something. But
yeah.
You
and
don't
there's
have to. If there's nothing, you don't have to.
there's technically something that kind of falls into this category, but I'm just trying to figure out the best way to explain it. You don't sense Fey, Fiend, Celestial. You don't sense any of that. You do sense like an intent of evil, not evil itself necessarily. You're not sensing like an evil being per se, but you're sensing like foul intent of some kind.
Yeah, I think that to myself. That dang donkey. That's what I'm thinking.
You do see standing 4 docks over, Bill's like, what's going on? What's happening?
What a dunce.
I think was Ephesus next in order, I believe. I think they're the next running up on the dock.
I was a 14.
Did anyone get Jesse? No, got an 11. Jesse, did you get above a 14 before? Do you remember? I don't think he did.
I thought he already saw because he was in his hole or something.
He did poke his head out and see the ship on fire, but he didn't get close enough to see any of the other crazy shit going on.
Gotcha.
No, it was a 7.
Okay, it was a 7. All right. Then
I definitely
Ephesus,
only have my leather armor on.
Okay.
And you could fully see a spider tattoo right here.
Okay, yeah. You're running out half dressed or running out there. You see the ship on fire. You got a 14, so you just see like a ship on fire. 2 people run past you that you kind of like get like a quick glimpse of, but you just recognize they're people running away from the burning thing. Debris scattered all over the place. Some of it got blown as far as the shoreline itself. And then you see swimming up, finally making it to shore, getting out of the water. You see people shivering from the cold, trying to get somewhere warm, and then you see further out in the water bodies that aren't moving.
Everybody that's like sitting there cold, I'm like, hey, get to Mr. Leo's house. He's got plenty of blankets and stuff. Get over there.
You see a probably like late 40s, early 50 woman, dark hair that's kind of beginning to silver on all sides. That's kind of pulled back in a tight ponytail. Her face is covered in dirt, and her clothes are all matted and messed up. And she kind of turns and she goes, "Which one is Mr. Leo's house?"
It's the biggest
big one.
house in town. I mean, it's right by the bank. You know what a bank is?
I know what a bank is. Okay,
It's right by the bank.
She kind of turns and takes
Just say,
off running.
tell Matilda the Ephesus sent you.
I'll let her know. And she takes off running. You see that people begin to follow her toward the house. And then the last 2, as you guys begin to converge on the scene and see this, those 5 figures, as the boat begins to descend, you see that they all very quickly fly upwards out of the smoke. They fly up, kind of dart toward town very rapidly. And then you hear like...
Can I get a shot off?
You could. They're moving pretty quick, but give me an attack roll.
Attack roll. Uh, 25. 15 plus 10.
Damn.
I lead that shot.
Yeah, you What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. You
I
fire this.
I'm hoping to knock one of them out the air.
You fire this arrow. Give me a damage roll.
That is going to be 11 plus 5. 16.
16 damage. Okay. You hear distinctly your arrow whistle through the air with that, and then go into something very hard. It You see it kind of like falters, but it doesn't fall out of the air. It stays airborne, but it does like slow down for a second, kind of stutters. And you see that it doesn't fly very far from you guys, maybe just far enough off the dock to be like above like the shoreline, like above ground. And you hear echoing out over the town in like a simultaneous echoed voice. You guys hear polling begun. All who may resist may die. And then you see figures descend down into the town. Everybody give me initiative rolls.
Oh
What in
boy.
the
Oh
world?
man. I'm just waking up.
Oh,
Like, what the
yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
That is a 2.
That
Okay.
is a 17
Not my hottest roll.
for
That's a
18
what?
total. 18 total.
18 total. Okay.
It's a 12.
I'm back.
I rolled decently.
Okay. Nate, what's your roll?
That's an 11.
What do
That's
I
an
need to roll?
11.
I'm sorry, I had to leave, but
You
I'm
need to
back.
roll initiative.
No,
Okay.
Initiative.
fast.
I didn't even make it to the docks before I had to fight.
14.
14. Okay. And then Jesse.
Hold on, I'll be right with you.
No worries. We've got Blake. I'm sorry. What did you say you got again?
11.
Okay. No got an 18, right?
Yep.
Nate got a 14.
Correct.
Ephesus got a 12.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's the robots that destroyed the humans originally.
No's metagaming. Oh god. I'm just kidding.
No.
Psychic damage.
Now I realize we're in the tabletop game. I die.
I got 7.
Got a 7. Okay, hold on. That's okay. So this is interesting. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second. All right, and then that's cool. Michaela has this freaking cracking candle that like pops and cracks while it burns, and every time I hear it with headphones on, I think it's rain. All right, and I'm like, it stopped running like an hour ago. It start back up, and then I'm like, no, it's that fucking candle over there. It's just popping and cracking. Haley did make it. Haley did make the candle.
I don't buy candles because I can't smell.
Poor bud.
Frick, I didn't know I was muted. No,
I
no,
don't
doesn't have a
buy-
nose.
True.
So true.
I
I'd
don't
rather
buy
go
scented
white.
candles because I'm asthmatic and can't have them in a confined space.
That'll do it.
A lung.
A lung disorder.
No lungs. I will take this time to describe
Have a
Ephesus
lack
with no
of
clothes on.
lung of
Okay,
lungs.
I love this.
Whoa.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm setting up a new thing. So
You said
I meant to say what his arms look like, because he's just wearing leather
wow,
armor at the top.
shirtless?
Yes, he is
So just-
very he's built. He's kind of got like a leaner build. However, on his right arm, kind of like right under his shoulder, he has a spider tattoo. On his left arm right here, he actually has the same Save the Wood Elves design that Ahanu had, because Ahanu personally saved his dad during the war.
I love this. I love this. Okay. Oh nope, don't need that. Okay, so we're trying out something new tonight. We're gonna see how it works.
Okay.
It may be clunky, so bear with me. But we are trying out a group block initiative. Okay.
Okay.
So three of your initiative roles have been combined together as one. Go together same time. Okay.
Okay.
And you guys can decide in which order you guys take your actions. Okay. I will tell you who is in which block. With the highest rolls combined, with a total of 42, Root Bear, Daxley, and Leo are in one column. Okay. That means that Alduin, Bombardier, and Ephesus are in column B. So you guys will be, and you guys can decide once it gets to your turns how you're going to take your actions. If you guys have combos you want to do or things that would be better if someone did first, you can decide how those actions are taken inside that group column. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Cobbler?
Huh? Cobbler? Yes, please. Good. Do I need to come get some?
Yo,
Yeah.
you're
Okay,
cobbling
nice.
now.
1 second. I gotta grab Cobbler.
He's a little cobbling man.
Alright, I think if they're bunched up, I can just cast Fairy Fire, give everyone else attack advantages, because I know both of y'all
Ooh,
are attack
that's pretty good.
focused.
I should probably open Owlbear. You know, just for the lulz. Just for the lulz.
There's
How many
nothing on there
pieces
right now.
is the Pyramid of Giza?
What's up?
How many pieces is the the Pyramid of Giza? That's what you said you got, right?
1,500.
Ooh, that's gonna be a big one.
The leaning tower of pizza.
The Great Pyramid of Giza.
No, the leaning tower of pizza. What every college guy strives to make. The leaning tower of pizza.
Lord knows me and Big T made it freshman year.
Pizza man.
Or is it the leaning tower of pizza boxes?
That's probably
either
what
one.
it was, to be honest.
We knew Papa John personally.
Yeah.
He delivered to our room.
Oh, what a
First
wonderful
hand
thing.
called him Papa John.
I can't believe I've made it this far and still not
That
picked
goes
my
hard.
Battlemaster maneuver for superior technique.
Why not? Aren't you subclass samurai?
It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't appear on D&D Beyond. Will.
I know, but I still haven't picked
It's
one.
a Cobbler.
That goes hard.
Birthday man.
Birthday man, cobbler man.
What did you wish for?
Yay!
If I tell you, it doesn't come true. Isn't that rule?
What if you whisper it?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about whispering. I forgot about the whisper rule.
I'm in between distracting strike, evasive footwork, and maneuvering attack.
Disarming strike.
No, not disarming
well.
strike, distracting strike.
I know, but why don't
Also
you get
straight at
Because I already have a disarming thing.
They're all good. Okay. No, you're good. Let me drop the map.
Or I can get one. I don't want it right now.
In the center of town,
Where'd my
big
icon
map.
go? I lost my
Oh,
icon.
no, on camera.
Make sure this is up to scale.
Maneuvering attack.
Oh gosh, maybe it is 2 up to scale? Yeah, this is fucking massive. Hold on. I made it too big.
I see that. Ah, it's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That should be better. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bussin'. Guys, this blackberry cobbler goes hard.
Amen.
I'm on my way.
Get over here. Okay? All right. So, as you guys arrive into the chaos of town, as you guys see humans fleeing for their lives, you guys see 5. Those are very tiny. This map is too big. Hold on.
Reese,
You know what? Yeah, what's up?
It's a little bit too big.
I know that I wasn't technically here for last session, but I did get a long rest. Is it possible that I could do Shield of Wealth? I know that I technically didn't do it then.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm
I
gonna
wasn't
allow
here,
it.
and I wanted to already do it, and I thought we were gonna sleep through the night, and I would have done it then, but
You guys see 5 of these strange black and blue robotic beings with glowing blue wings on their backs that seem to emit like a strange kind of iridescent light. Okay, they have all landed in this center of this town square and have begun going after these fleeing humans as they run for their lives. Group 1, which is Root Bear, Leo, and Daxley, what are you guys doing, and in what order do you want to be doing?
Could I go first and cast? How bundled up are these guys? Hold on, let me see.
They're a little spread out.
They're not bundled up.
Well, what's Fairy Fire's?
They're 20 feet apart.
60 feet. So
15 feet, 20 foot.
Okay, a 20-foot cube of Fairy Fire. Are any of them within 20 feet of each other?
You know what? I think so.
Yes.
Hold on. Yes,
It
they
looks
are.
like.
Where would we be at?
You guys would be coming in to town from. Hold on. Wait. Do you have an icon?
I do. I'm trying
I
to find
put
it.
the
so
wrong
I'm
icon on. Don't use that
gonna
one.
put a
It's this one.
placeholder for now. I gotta find mine again because I had it and it got removed from my
All right,
toolbar.
Mr. Leo. I'll put Leo where you guys will be coming in from. Right over here where the docks were.
The
Word.
Hobgoblin guy.
Word.
I'll fix it in a little bit.
Oh.
He'll fix it in a little bit.
I'm trying to get the icon back right now.
You know, funnily enough, just to mess with you, we're going to use the Wendigo as your placeholder because it's what killed you.
That's funny.
No, it's not
That's pretty
funny,
dumb.
guys. This is messed up. This is not funny.
I mean,
The line has been
wow.
crossed.
I mean,
Okay, sure. All right,
Hey,
I'll remove him. Okay, but I stand on principle. Okay.
okay, but it's okay. Fine. It might not be funny, but it was comedic. Which side are we coming in from? The top, you said?
Yes, you're coming in from where the docks were, which would have been that way.
Word. Okay.
Okay. So, Root Bear, you want to take your action first and cast Fairy Fire where?
So where did you say we were gonna be at? The Wendigo placeholder.
Oh,
It's
These
I got you.
things look dope.
Okay.
I'd like you to know. I'd like you to know for 4 months have I been sitting on this art. For 4 months have I been waiting to use this.
This shit is dope. Also, which one did I hit?
Oh yeah, I forgot to put to add the damage to this
25
guy.
feet. Okay, I want to cast Fairy Fire on these two guys right here.
Okay, and it's a 20-foot cube. Is that what you said?
Yeah. How do I
Okay.
save DC? My spell save DC. Oh, I think it's. Oh, okay. They gotta make a dexterity save. It should be able to get both of them.
There we go. Let me grab it. Are you not gonna let me grab it? It is not. Okay, that's weird. Then I'm just gonna try it again right here.
Alright, I got my icon.
Because he is icon living.
Backspace. I'm right here. Oh, is Alduin the guy in the armor?
Yeah.
Word.
Honestly, sick art though.
Thanks.
Screw.
Okay, let me move that one. There we go. Okay, so yeah, they both are in there. They both count. Okay, so you hit him with Fairy Fire. Do they need to make a save?
Yeah, so you make a dex save of 15 or higher.
All right. You know, they're not super dexterous.
Good job. No. Let's go.
Thank you.
The first one got a 7.
Good job, RB. Let's go.
Second one got a 17 on the die for a 19.
Okay, and can I bonus action go to this closest one and hit him with my offhand scimitar? Am I able to do that?
Yeah. You made a bonus action? For sure.
Yeah. And that's just like my normal scimitar, but I don't add the
Do you have you have to roll because you don't add anything to it unless you have 2 weapon fighting.
I do have 2 weapon fighting.
Oh, okay, then you could add your
damage
modifier to your roll.
So it's 1d6 plus 3, or is it just 1d6?
It's 1d6 plus 3. No, I mean what do you add to your attack roll?
A 6.
Okay, so you would roll the attack roll with the plus 6, but then you would roll the damage without the modifier.
Modifier? Okay, I was
Yes.
making sure. I thought that's how that was.
Yeah. Word.
No.
That is a
No doubt.
16
No doubt.
to hit.
No doubt.
That misses.
Oh.
You see that you swing and you do make contact with it, but your blade just kind of bounces off of a fully metal thing. And you see that it kind of turns towards you and goes, "Flee or die."
Okay, which one was the one that didn't get affected by fairy fire?
Hold on, there's the little dot. This guy.
A bottom
He didn't
day.
get affected by it?
He didn't get affected by it. This
should roll
guy
with
did get
advantage,
affected
right?
by it.
So I should roll with advantage on that attack roll?
Yeah, you're right. You should. Big brain, no,
Oh,
big brain.
That's only a 6 plus 6. That's only a 12.
Yeah,
so I
that's
don't
not gonna
think it
hit.
Ways.
So you bounce your blade off of him. You a metal man stare at another metal man. Maybe you don't really know.
Point and I'm like, what? Huh?
But you've taken your actions first, which means that means that Leo and Dax, what are you guys doing?
Okay. Dax, you go first.
I see one of them start glowing, and I aim for it.
Okay.
I fire. I get to lose.
So you're aiming at the one in front of her.
You what? The one that you said the fairy fire worked on.
Oh yeah. The one in front of Nona. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yes, I will fire at that one.
Love it. Let's go.
A good 3 times in the chest or neck or head area. I don't know. Wherever they land.
Wherever it will hit.
With advantage, as it were, because of the fairy fire, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And since I
Sneak
am
attack.
low, actually, okay, hold on. Before I do this, I am going to cast as a bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Glad I remembered to do that. That's the wrong button. I need to click cast, not roll the dice. Okay, so Hunter's Mark, and then I get to do an extra D8, an extra D6 from Hunter's Mark, and another extra D6 for sneak attack.
Okay. On his first attack. Yeah.
Yeah. They haven't moved yet, right?
They have not.
Cool. I don't know why I'm asking. We're not an assassin rogue yet.
I'm not there.
I'm not there yet. 2d20. That is a 17 plus 10 is 27.
27 will hit.
Okay. 27 will hit. I'll go ahead and roll the damage for that one. 5, 13, 19 plus 5 is 24.
Okay.
Fuck, that's a lot. And then, wow, 24 damage. Second attack is only a 19.
A 19 still hits.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the third attack.
Okay.
That is a 29, almost a crit.
That does
So
it.
that's all right. So both of those hit. It's another 2d8 plus 2d6 total for both attacks. I'm just
Okay.
rolling all the dice at the same time. 3, 4, 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 2 modifiers would be 21 damage for the second 2 attacks.
Okay. That's 21 half to 11.
All right. Halved? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That will be it for me.
That'll be you. Okay. Then that's Mr. Leo.
Okay. I'm going to would I know that where Feth is?
Yeah, that's it at your house.
Feth is at my house?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to point my finger in his direction and message that we have people attacking civilians.
How far is the range on message?
120 feet.
20.
You know what? Gut feeling, we're gonna say this is happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna point at him at my house and say that we need help. That we have. I'm gonna call them things because I don't know what they are. Things attacking civilians in the middle of town.
Do you? Does he get a response?
Yes, he gets a whisper response. He can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
Okay. You hear somehow through the whisper, you hear the drag of a.
That's right, baby.
Then he goes, "Oh hell yeah!" You all then immediately, not in the whisper. Everyone else hears the shattering of glass.
Yeah.
My
first thought is, I'm gonna have to get that fixed.
And Feth is on his way.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So My
Is that
second
was that a
thing-
bonus action to cast Whisper?
That is a bonus action, yes.
Okay.
My main action is I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
Okay.
Is the ground is it pea gravel because it's a town, or is it just like
Where you're at, because it's like a town square, it's a
Yeah.
town with cobblestone.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Earth Tremor at
Okay, hell yeah.
second level. You need to
Okay.
make a Dex 14 save.
How many?
You'll have to make it's
What's the range of the Earth Tremor?
it's a 10-foot cube.
Do you like pick an area that the 10-foot cube is
I
in?
pick
Is it
an
just
area.
from you?
Yeah. No, I pick an area.
Okay, so
So it'll
none of
be
these. I don't know if any of these guys are 10 feet together.
that's fine. It can
So
be
you
one.
Yeah, so you actually no. There's two guys back here are 10 foot together.
Okay, I'm gonna hit these two guys because they're 10 feet.
Yeah, okay, hell yeah. I'll put the little. You said a 10-foot cube.
Yes. 10-foot cubular.
Cubular. You said.
Cubular.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. These
And
two
it
guys are.
Is
just-
this root bear? Because if that is,
It is.
if
in
that
fact.
were a high res image, it would look dope as fuck.
True. If only I could have found it at a much better image quality. Well, it looks.
What's the save, Nate?
14 decks.
14 decks. Well, you learned earlier from No.
They
They're
have
not
low
great
decks.
with
That's why I
decks.
picked this.
The first one got a natural 1.
Okay. Nice.
Second one got a natural 20. Wow.
Okay.
Worlds apart. These
Sides
two.
of the same coin.
All right. So,
The one who failed.
the
What
one
happens to
who
him?
failed is gonna take 7 damage
Okay.
and be knocked prone.
Okay. And then what kind of damage is that?
Bludgeoning.
Okay. All right. That 7 will be halved.
Okay. And then the other one's also gonna take 7, but
Okay.
not be prone.
Okay.
But the area around them is going to be blasted back.
Okay.
Enter. So all the cobblestone and all that stuff is going to get
It's just
blasted
like
back.
shot in multiple. Hell yeah.
Shot in
Honestly,
multiple directions.
he's different.
Yes.
He's doing a Hulk landing, ground cracking. And then the one that failed.
Love the mentality of, I'm gonna have to fix that. Something the Avengers never had.
Honestly, might have been their downfall. Anyway, okay.
Okay, so in my action, I
Mm-hmm.
have 2 attacks. Does
Okay.
the spell cast count as my full action?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So that'll be the end
Unfortunately.
of
Okay.
our turns together.
Okay, that'll be the end of that group turn. Then, unfortunately, the other group rolled so low that both groups of the robots go first. Okay.
Classic.
Yeah, you guys
Aw.
collectively got a 20. To be clear, collectively, the other group got a 42. Okay?
Let's go, boys.
We're just
go.
trying to give them a chance.
Okay.
Somebody has to go last.
So true, actually. Okay, so this one who has been hit for 23 and has Fairy Fire is immediately going to turn and he's going to turn toward Root Bear and go, "The calling has begun," and swing his sword at you. First swing is a 19 on the die.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's
Do I need to roll a concentration save so I can maintain fairy fire?
you do. I'll tell you the DC will be either half the damage or 10, whichever is higher. So
Okay.
hold on. That's math is what that is. That's 16 damage.
So that's
So
50.
so it's a con save of 10 is all you gotta beat.
Okay. I rolled a 7. I'll lose concentration.
You drop concentration on Fairy Fire. Dang. That's his first attack. He hits you, and then his second attack.
I rolled
Okay.
so bad.
His second attack he got a total of 23.
Yeah. How much did you take on the first one? 16 damage?
16. And on the second one, you take 14.
Dang.
Then it's this guy's turn. He's gonna
Oh,
fly.
I just took 30 damage. Yeah, guys, I can't keep doing this.
The complete lost competence there.
None of us can.
This guy's gonna fly over
I'm gonna need him to hit less hard.
Alduin toward the guy who's actually done them damage. He'll fly toward Daxley, and he's gonna take 2 attacks on you.
Whoa, they have a
Yep.
lot of movement.
And apparently I'm gonna launch my dice into the floor.
You have to do it sometimes.
Holy shit,
That's
they have
a
a lot of
natural
movement.
one, actually.
Oh, is that right? Okay. All right. I'll remember that.
That's why we're on D&D Beyond.
That's a
They have a
20 to hit.
60-foot fly speed. On Daxley? Yeah, that fucking hit.
No, he wasn't that far away. He was 40
Okay.
feet away.
Okay,
60.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah. I'm not telling you what their fly speed is. That's great.
I know.
I'm not just...
Every creature's base
Okay.
flying speed is 60.
That's 16 damage to Daxley from his first attack. And then his second, he only got an 11 total in a second. I don't think that hits.
An 11 total does not hit. No.
Okay.
I'm not that squishy.
He ain't that squishy.
I do need to make a con save.
And then this one is gonna fly toward Mr.
Concentration
Leah.
check, I should say.
Yeah.
I went into this fight forgetting that my AC was only 13.
No, you will get an opportunity attack.
Yay!
On this one who flies by you as he attempts to attack Mr. Leah.
That's a 19 on the dice.
He's actually not going to do that, Reese.
Do you have a thing, or are you just telling me no?
No.
Okay.
He's not going to do that.
Can I attack with Primal Savagery instead of my Scimitar?
I'll allow it.
That's a 2d10.
Okay, so you got to roll?
Yes.
Let's see if I can make a save. Okay.
Oh, it's poison damage. I have a feeling they are immune to poison damage.
Reese, I think an 18 beats the concentration check for
it for sure does.
damage.
It for sure does.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to roll to hit. Oh yeah, I rolled 19 on the dice. I rolled 2 9s, so that's 18 poison damage.
He takes no poison damage.
I figured.
As you throw a cloud of poison in his face, and
it's just like a claw attack. It makes.
Oh, okay. You slash at him, and there's eerie poison that comes out of your fingernails.
It's like chalk going across whiteboard.
And then you realize for a second, where would the poison go? You know?
Yeah.
I thought about it. It was too late. I already made the attack.
So this guy's gonna.
No, hey, at least now we know they're not people in suits of armor. They're just suits of armor.
Nate, does a 17 hit you?
Suit of armor around the world.
Nate,
No.
That's my sheets on my bed. Yes, a 17 does hit me.
Okay, all right.
So good for it to do no damage.
That's 16 damage to you. Wow, I'm just rolling the same number. Okay.
Okay, Reese, you can no.
And then that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, obviously that hits me.
For 13 damage. And that's that group, and so then that's just these two that are left.
Oh wait. No, I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
gonna die. I'm actually not gonna do that because I'm going to use my what's it called? I'm gonna use my tattoo.
You're gonna use your Shield of Wealth?
Yep.
How much gold did you put in the Shield of Wealth?
I put 100 coins.
Okay, hell yeah.
So now I need to ask, it takes out the damage that you just did to me, right? Out of that amount?
Yes.
Okay, but if there's any left over, can I use it again?
Yeah, you can use it again. Yeah.
Until it runs out? Okay.
Until it runs out.
It doesn't specify that? So I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so you did 14 and 13, correct?
Yes.
No, 16 and 13.
16 and 13. So
29.
that's a total of
So you're just taking no damage for that?
29.
Yes, I'm taking no damage until the coins run out of my tattoo.
That's cool.
You see
So-
that the thing does make contact and blood splatters out of Mr. Leo, and then his tattoo glows, and the gold coins fire into his wounds and reseal them immediately.
I'm gonna count.
Yeah,
I'm gonna count the gold
fucking
coins as
weird.
temp HP, Reese.
Yeah, that's
How I'm gonna run it. So then I'll.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's basically how it works.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
Makes
Okay. There we go.
logical sense.
Okay.
It's pseudo temp HP.
Basically,
Could you still technically gain temp HP
But
on top of that?
I don't think I can.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't gain
I was
temp HP
about
on
to
top of the
say.
tattoo.
Too broken.
But
Okay.
for the amount of coins that I put in at the end end of a long rest is how many coins are in there, and I can use an bonus action to activate.
A reaction.
That's not a word. A reaction to
Yeah.
Activate it.
Reactify.
Reactify.
I don't
This
know.
guy.
I don't know.
You put like
My brain's all over the
2,000
place right
points
now.
in
Got so
there,
many
you
things
just
going
never
on.
take damage.
So
Yeah, dude.
Possibly.
He could become invulnerable.
Unless he runs out of reactions, and then guys can keep coming to him.
Yeah, that's true.
But
it takes a reaction.
it takes a reaction to activate the tattoo. So
if you're just in 1v1 combat, you're invulnerable.
he's doing great. He's nigh
yeah.
unstoppable in 1v1.
Unless they have multi attack.
So true. All right, this guy had to use half his movement speed to stand up because he was so prone. So he's not even going to get close enough to hurt anybody. Evil laugh, evil laugh. Okay, we'll just kind of get behind this guy. And then this dude is going to fly toward Root Bear.
Y'all, things are not looking too hot.
That's a nat 1 on his first roll. And then a nat 3 on his second roll for a total of 11? No, 12?
It doesn't hit. It
Doesn't hit.
almost hits, but it doesn't hit.
But it doesn't hit. Okay, all right. Then that is Group B's turn. That is Alduin, Bombardier, and Ephesus. You guys decide what order you're going in.
Let's go, Group B. Let's go.
Listen, boys, I just do damage. Point me where to shoot. I'm like a sentry turret.
So, not gonna lie, I should have been paying attention because everyone around me gets a +3 to saving throws. So, if you're within like 10 feet of me, y'all just take that into account.
Word.
My fault. I'm so close to having Aura of the Seasons. That's what I was looking for.
Hey, finish this fight. We can get you there.
Assuming I make it through.
I just want cunning actions, please. Please. I've needed cunning actions since the beginning of this game. Anything special that y'all want to do, or y'all just attacking?
I can do some support. For real.
Well, if you got to heal them boys, that's it. I mean, that's who needs it right now.
I am fine.
Who's almost
for
dead?
now.
Me.
Root beer.
No. What CR can you wild shape into?
I'm Moon Druid, so I should have up to 2, right? I'm level 6.
Anyone there?
It takes my thing.
Hey.
Okay.
Divided by
Hello?
3, I think.
Bloody hell.
Let me
Hey,
check.
Jesse.
You here, Jesse?
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're here.
So I got a question. Have I
Okay.
incorporated that ring into my gun yet?
You know what? I'm gonna allow it.
If he's giving us this,
downtime.
Yeah.
he's giving us this stuff, so these guys must be tough.
Okay. Do you guys mind if I go first? I'm just gonna do some healing for old Root
Go
Bear.
for it.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'm gonna pull up to the club.
Yeah, Reese, my CR's 2.
I'm
Okay.
going to lay on hands. I'm gonna give blood 20 HP.
20 HP to Root Bear. So
Yeah.
nice.
How much do I get? How much?
And 20. As a
huge.
bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary. So any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. But it does not protect him from area of effect spells, and if you make an attack, none of the spell goes away.
Yeah, my bad. Oh,
So you cast Sanctuary on him?
Yes.
Yes. What a guy.
that's
Okay.
huge.
And
Actually.
then I'm going to
Yeah.
back up.
He's gonna back up. Okay. I respect
Didn't
that.
hurt nobody, didn't do nothing. They shouldn't be. I don't think they'll be targeting me right now.
Yeah, no, I think they're gonna leave you alone.
Okay.
I respect where you're taking this.
That's
I
my
respect
turn.
what you're about. Okay, that's your turn. So that is Ephesus and Bombardier. How you guys want to do this?
Word.
Huh? Mhm.
I'm just gonna attack. So unless you got something that can help with that, then I'll go first.
Well, how do you want to play it? I mean, I can give you what? What's my spells?
Save it because I've got a lot of stuff right now. I can just start doing look if I need
Go
advantage.
for it. Have fun.
All right. Is any of these things within 5 feet of one of
Of
my
each other?
yeah,
Of one of your allies?
of one of my allies?
I know
Yes,
Root Bear's pretty close.
3 of them are surrounding Root Bear as we speak.
I just had to
Yeah.
make sure they're within 5 feet.
Because for some reason, no matter what No plays, he tries to get too close to the enemy.
I had a plan this time.
And
It just
how did that work
completely-
out for you?
It just completely fell out immediately.
So the first one is definitely with advantage. And that's going to be a 15 plus 7.
I figured.
Okay, that's
gonna
gonna hit.
There's 2 party members right here that
All
focus
right.
on melee damage. So if I cast Fairy Fire, and they can hit him easier.
So I'm
And
going to go
then only
ahead,
one of them attack.
It was a good plan. I'm not gonna
throw
say
a
it wasn't.
grit shot on that. Or grit point on that.
Okay.
And I get an extra d6 for that. So
So
that should,
which one are you aiming for?
no, 23, I guess.
Okay, the one who's taking the most damage. Smart.
Yeah. So that is extra d8 and d6. Oh, word. Okay, that is going to be 24 damage
Okay.
on that attack. Then I'll roll second attack.
Mhm.
And that is another 15 plus 7.
Another dang. Yeah. Okay, these are hitting.
Okay, that's only going to be 8 damage. And then I'm going to action surge. That's second win, my bad.
He will Azon Surge.
Action surge.
One thing I would like to go ahead and tell the party just real quick while Big T is doing his thing. I have built my character purely for support this time. No more like having a bard saying it was support than playing DPS. Like this is a pure support character. So please don't expect me to DPS. Thank you.
That's
Oh,
totally
you're a
fair.
cleric.
Okay, that's got to have a luck
You
point
should
on
have
it.
some attack spells. I'm just messing. Appreciate.
If he
that.
has to, he
Okay.
can smite, but that's pretty much it.
That'll
I
hit.
figured literally nobody else was going to play support. We had enough people that could attack.
Yeah. Fairy Fire is my only support spell. Actually, no, I think I do also have I have Cure Wounds.
Daggum, bro. How are you gonna be on a 2 and roll back to, or be on a 7 and roll back to the 2 on D&D Beyond? That sucks. Okay. That
Because
attack
for
is
some
15
reason, They
damage.
chose to do a physics simulation.
And then I have one more attack. Sorry, that one was an 18 plus 7. I didn't tell you that was the roll though. And that is a 19. And I'll go ahead and use my grit point for that too. So I'm rolling so bad. I'm rolling the last D8 on my, for real. Okay, that's an 8. Okay, we're gonna keep doing that. So the last one's 16 damage.
Okay, so how much damage did you do total?
Oh my god. You should not have asked me that. So that's
The one question he
24.
was not prepared for.
That's 24.
I'm sorry. While you were telling me all of this, I'm messaging Nono in the background to tell him what to wild shape into.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I got it figured out.
Okay.
now.
With the help of the DM.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
Sorry, I was running tech support for our druid. Could you?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not good at quick
Believe it or
math.
not, if Reese had a nickel for every time he had to play tech support for a druid, he'd have
For
10
every,
nickels.
and let me tell you.
Wait, okay. Sorry, I added something wrong. I almost put too much damage. I should have just kept it. Plus 8. 55.
Okay, that's 55.
What are the odds you're packing that kind of lead every turn?
None. That was it. That was my biggest attack.
Just wondering.
I don't have action surge, but once per rest.
Okay,
Yeah,
and you
that
hit the
checks
guy
out.
with 23 damage.
Yeah. And I did,
Okay.
after that, I jump behind a wall and take cover. If
Okay,
at all
so that
possible.
damage is halved, but even still, this guy starting to look pretty fucked up.
Cool.
These guys have a lot of HP apparently.
Can I plus EMP, please?
Are you?
I mean, I don't
do you
know.
have an EMP?
I
Have you
would
been
love an
casually
EMP.
carrying one of those?
I mean, can I be tinkering with one prior to this involvement?
Every
Dude,
follower of
wow.
Miss Mathis has an EMP. It's part of the rule.
That's so rarely do I just have to give you a hard no, but every once in a while.
Ask Bill. I don't like him, but he would know.
Can
We
pray
can't
for
just
one?
add a grenade that would be the most helpful thing right now to your bag.
Okay.
You mean an anti-magic field grenade?
Sorry, guys. Reese wants us to stop having fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. Please stop.
He did that when he covered the screen in blue, people.
Yeah, that's fair. Although it has been pretty fun, other than the fact that they are ridiculous to kill. But I love it. It's fun so
You're ridiculous to kill. I've tried. Okay.
far. What do you mean?
All right. What's Bombardier doing?
Does a 22 hit the guy?
22
that
does hit.
50 something.
Yes, a 22 does hit him. Yeah.
Okay, let's just start with it. How about 17 of a straight stream, straight to his fucking.
Okay,
goal.
17 damage? Piercing damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17, and that is, we're going to call it 9.
Oh, wait. Add 8 more damage to that. That was my bad. I forgot I rolled the last D8. On
No
the,
worries.
reel.
No worries.
I forgot about that one. I was adding just to what was on D&D Beyond.
Okay. All right, so you hit him for that one. Do you have a second attack?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ah.
Each creature within the stream's path. I need to make a dex saving throw 8 plus my dex. My dex is plus 3, so 11. Plus your proficiency plus
Bonus?
3, 6.
So that's
Yes. 8 plus 6, so it's 14. Can they make a 14?
dex save?
Yeah, right. Yes.
No, you really did God's work with letting everyone know that they weren't good with dex.
What can I say?
They failed.
Wait, where am I at?
You would.
Yeah, where would I be?
That's a good question. Hold on. I'm going to grab Bombardier. And he actually didn't go to the dock. He just kept hanging out in his. So I think this side of town.
Okay.
Right here.
So I need to make a straight line. So
Oh, you
Those
yeah, you can
people?
get all three of them.
Yeah, can all three of them make a dex saving throw?
Okay, all right. Well, one of them already failed. The first guy failed. Second
Awesome.
guy, natural 1.
Okay.
Third guy, 15 on the die for a 17.
Okay, so one of them saved.
Yes, one of them saved.
Okay, so I need D. Do I even have a D? Okay, where'd you go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Did I read that right? D4. Oh, and then +1. Okay. Right? Okay, let's roll this. 33 damage. Is that cross to every single one of them? No, you ain't that good to me.
Or am I? Well, the one who passed is going to take half damage.
Okay. Each creature within the path must take a dex saving throw. Failed save takes 12 plus an additional 1d if it's their turn. If they start. Okay, so that first one takes 33 damage.
Okay, that's piercing damage, so it's going to be halved, but still, that's a lot of damage.
Okay, and then the next one's going to take just 4d. 12. Okay. Roll. And the next one takes 23 damage.
Okay.
And I guess the next one, this is from the third one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Move out of the way. The creature takes no damage if he was saved. Okay, so whoever saved doesn't take damage.
Okay. So the last guy got out of the way. He didn't take any damage.
Lucky son of a bitch. Okay.
But damn, what a move.
Sorry.
All right.
Took me a minute.
And no worries. Complicated gun. All right, that's the end of your turn. Yes. Okay. Then that puts us back at the top with Root Bear, Daxley, and Leo.
Okay, guys, would y'all be following me wild shaping?
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
Also,
yeah.
I would like to
Go
say,
ahead.
let me be clear, you guys don't have to go. He's gonna go and take his actions.
Yeah.
If you want to
We can all
take
do it on top of one another.
yeah, but also if he just wants to take his bonus action and then one of you two guys do something to help his bonus action and then he takes his action later, do it like that.
Okay.
You can mix and match
Can
how
I
your
ask
actions are
how
taken.
far out Feth is?
Feth is 60 feet. He'll be there next turn.
Okay. So next go around. Or
Yes.
all right.
I will say, no, be careful because if you attack, you will lose.
I know. I can't attack this turn anyways.
Okay.
Because you got to use your action to wild
Yeah,
shape.
I gotta use my action to wild shape.
You're a moon druid, aren't you?
Yep.
You can bonus action.
No, I don't think you can.
Moon druid is the only one that gets combat wild
You're
shape.
right. I can bonus action. That's huge. Okay, yeah. So I bonus action wild shape.
There you go.
I love when Nono gets excited. He hits you with the
Yeah.
Okay, so you bonus action wild shape into what?
Moon
Giant
druid
constrictor
is
snake.
giant constrictor snake. That's pretty fucking
Reese,
cool.
it is very sweet of you to ask that question like you didn't know.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
fair.
He's got to be allowed to say what he does. Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Um.
I know, but you don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
All you know is the
in,
wild
in,
shape.
in,
Okay?
in our defense, I'm the one who suggested giant constrictor snake.
That's true. I suggested rhinoceros.
No, it's finally turning into the swamp snake.
Swamp snake. Let's freaking go. Wait. This is what only real ones understand. Let me
Only
add.
deep cut no fans.
The only
know
deep
about
cut
the
no
swamp snake.
fans. Let me add an icon. I got it.
Yeah, icon. Okay. So what is giant constrictor no doing?
Tantan, I know I'll lose Sanctuary, but I want to try to constrict the maybe not the really hurt guy, because I think y'all can get him. Please be upright. Yeah, I'm a big guy. I want to constrict the 12 HP guy, or try to.
Okay. All right. How does the constriction work?
It's a melee weapon attack plus 6 to hit. One creature. If he hit, he takes 2d8 plus 4 bludgeon damage, and the target is grappled, and the DC is 16, but it doesn't what DC.
Probably strength.
I think
'cause
probably
it's a
strength
grapple.
because it's
Yeah.
grappled. Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, give me the attack roll for the bite.
That is an 18 on the die for a 24.
That's gonna hit. Jeez Louise.
2d8, you said. Oh yeah, it's 2d8 damage. 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. And that is 8 plus. That's
2d4
12
bludgeoning damage. Okay.
The snake has him grappled.
That's
okay.
12.
So he's got it's a strength save of 16, right?
Yeah. I figured he's gonna have good strength.
He has good strength.
I figured, but he's not gonna roll high enough.
You hear the hydraulic pitch of the
Yeah.
of his arms begin to power up. He got a 19.
Dang.
As he pushes himself and kind of works himself away from you, but he does take how much damage? How much did you deal to him?
12 bludgeoning. Do I still get 2 attacks per actions?
Well, does the snake does a giant does it say?
I don't know. No, it just says
Yeah, okay.
bite and constrict.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but they are.
Big XL.
And I have 60 HP.
All right. That's wild shape. No, that's Leo and Daxley.
Yeah. There is now one really close to me.
And they hit like a truck. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently.
Fuck.
They don't hit as hard as Kiad. Okay. Be happy for that.
That's true. Kiad hit like a truck on I-95.
Kiad hit like a Mack truck with a brick on the gas pedal.
Yes.
So true, actually.
We're not talking about like a 2004 Toyota Tacoma here.
No.
We're talking about a very large truck.
Hit like the Snap-on truck, and also like the statement after you buy something from the
True.
There is one of those in my neighborhood.
He hit like an O'Reilly's.
Funnily enough, there is a Snap-on truck that parks in my neighborhood because the guy lives here.
But hey, if you need a place to rob, he's got it. I promise.
Oh my god!
I'm part of the Matco Tools family. I need y'all to be quiet a little bit about Snap-on.
All right.
Snap-on son or
What
Matco Tools
can
daughter?
I do? I
have a story.
I don't know how much I can do in close range.
That moment where Daxley reaches back for the short sword that he left somewhere. Fuck!
I knew I kept you back there.
I do have a rapier.
It's
very rusty.
But he goes to pull and it's rusted into the scabbard. Hold on.
Tetanus
shot. WD-40 starts spraying until he works it out.
God. Now's not the time for this. Fuck. Hold on. I don't. Okay. I. I am going to move around without leaving his range.
Okay. You kind of want to circle him? Okay.
Yeah. And how close are we to the water?
It's about 10 feet behind you.
Okay, then scratch that. Can I don't think grapple would work.
Had to do something. I'm back.
Oh,
He's back.
I know what
Yeah,
I
good,
want
yeah.
to attempt. Where is this item?
Okay, while he's working that
Okay,
up.
I'm going to just reach into my pocket,
Okay.
grab this crystal, yell Hobarth, and throw the crystal at him, the capture crystal.
Okay, what's the save for the capture crystal?
It's sadly only a DC 15, but it's charisma save. Hopefully these
Hey,
things
yo.
aren't too charismatic.
You smart son of a bitch.
Hopefully these things aren't too charismatic.
Hey, he got a 3 on the die for a 2 with his -1 to charisma.
Yes.
As
I.
he talks to the crystal crystal.
Yeah, I say, Hobarth and Hail Mary, and I fucking just huck it.
You see that this 7-foot tall robot angel thing is suddenly encased in a crystal-like thing that shrinks down to be about 2 foot tall, and it's just there.
That's one
Cool.
down.
Yeah. For my second attack now, that's an action to do. If it was just an attack, that'd be great. But sadly,
I'm just gonna put.
not.
Hold on, do I? Just gonna move this guy over here in the little capture box. Hold on.
Oh, a snake!
And now we just have a big snake on the field.
All right, does that actually have anything else he wants to do?
Do you say Sev?
Did I say so?
I don't know.
I just sworn I said actually, but I mean,
Okay.
could have said so.
You said Daxley.
Okay. It might have been the audio bugging. I don't have a bonus action that I could do right now, so that's
Okay.
it for me.
So, Mr. Leo, get in there.
I'm gonna run past this snake.
Okay.
Let me see here. Ward. 15 feet. I'm gonna get on this guy. I'm going
Getting
to,
in there.
longsword.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Mr. Leo drops the cane, draws
Divine
sword.
smite. No. I don't drop cane. I pick cane up and open cane, and sword is in cane.
Sword is in cane, but
Cane
also
sword.
cane is also rod of is immovable
It is.
rod, right?
It
Okay,
is an
so-
immovable rod.
okay.
Yes, you are correct.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's crazy.
That's great.
All right. I'm gonna divine smite.
Okay, let's go.
So
He's getting serious.
did I call him around? I got a nat 20.
Shit. Yep, that's gonna do it.
I'm taking a picture of it.
Believe it or not, that might do it.
That might do it. Believe it or not, that 20's pretty good.
Thank you, Mr. Leo.
Well, don't think of me yet.
True.
All right. So it's gonna be 2d8.
Okay.
1 second. I gotta get my d8s out.
Double because of the nat 20, right?
Yeah. So it's 1d8 plus 4. So I'm doing 2d8s.
Okay. Well, it's the D8 from your sword, so
Yeah.
know?
It's
so
Yeah.
it should be 48 total, right? 2 of them are radiant damage, 2 of them are piercing damage.
Ooh. Okay. So hold on. My first 2 was a 7 and a 6, and then a 5 and a 4. So 10, 20, 22 damage, and hint of it
Holy
is
shit.
radiant. Got it?
Okay, you
22
did
damage.
22 damage.
Hint of it was radiant.
Okay. Mr. Leo,
Yes.
you raise your sword. Gold coins begin to fly out of the blade as you once again hear the slot machine noise. You sling down and with a decisive move, chop through the head of this robotic thing.
Word.
As you cut through its head, you see a spark and a bright light begin to build up out of the now open cavity. I need you and Alduin and Root Bear to all make deck saves.
Oh,
Okay, so
what's
we're gonna have to kill these guys from range.
The
boys.
snake's dex isn't good either.
Reese,
So we
are
might be
these
really
just
messed up
like
here. Oh no, 4.
are these just a modified steel watcher from Baldur's Gate?
Hey, anybody within 10 feet of me gets a +3 bonus to saving throws.
That's
That
cool.
goes so hard. Does a
I
16
am
pass then? Because I
no
rolled an
way.
A
11.
16 does pass.
I
I
got a
got
17.
23. No.
That
I got
passes.
21.
Okay, so you guys are going to take half damage. But the other 2 guys here don't take half damage. They failed the save.
Nice.
He goes boom and explodes.
He does, in fact, explode in a burst of electricity, which deals 26 half to 13 to all of you.
All
I think
right.
that's kind of a lot.
And then the other guys here take the full 26
Nice.
because they are not resistant to lightning damage.
Nice. Robot idiots. I still have stuff to do.
You still have stuff to do. That's just your first attack. Yeah.
Yep.
This guy is gone.
It's not letting me name my guy. But because I need to put -13 on my snake. And it's just not letting me.
Damn, no. You got a -13 on your snake. Tough.
Yeah. SMH my head.
There you go.
Okay, so 2 of these now look a bit more hurt.
Okay.
And then I will say, because we're about to end the session, okay?
Yeah.
You,
Once I finish my turn.
yeah, cut this dude's head off, okay? The head flies back and kind of tumbles across the ground. Things explode, okay? The once glowing central, like, kind of slit that would have been considered like where the eyes would be, it was glowing blue. You see kind of like flickers like it's going out. And then in the last second of life that this thing has, you see that it turns red across its face. And then you guys hear a different voice come from the helmet. And you guys hear, "You may believe that what you're doing is the correct decision, that it is honorable to save the weak. You are not in the right here. Leave and allow me to do what." and
Your
then the
audio's
head
cutting out.
shuts down.
I use
Any of
Moonflash.
Would
What is
any
it
of us
frozen for?
recognize this voice?
Probably not.
Nope.
Is it
Oh.
Zilla Dandrel? Just an out of character question. I don't know. Yeah.
I thought we sealed him in the book at the end of the last campaign.
No.
Okay.
No.
So I still have
We
my turn.
tried to.
Yep.
It didn't work.
Divine Smite doesn't take like an action or a bonus action, right? It's just a spell.
No, that's just part of your attack. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
On the one,
On to who?
to the one heal.
Okay.
Holy crap! Yeah, they're hurt. Just do magic
Yeah.
damage. It's that easy, I guess.
So here, and then I'm going to longsword attack, and then bonus action Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
Nice.
So let me roll.
Good night, Grandma. See you in the morning.
My girl.
I'm gonna freak out. I got another nat 20.
Oh my god.
It's gonna blow this
Nice.
thing to bits. Okay.
Hold on, wait.
Right here
I'm sending a picture.
from the
I
snake.
touched my desk. I rolled 2 back to back.
He
These die are
crazy.
too good. Shout out Lord of the Rings die. So let me these two. Let me go ahead and roll those. So that's 14, and then roll 22 damage.
Okay. That's 22. Part of that is halved. The radiant isn't, but the so that's numbers.
12 was radiant.
Okay. So he still takes 17 damage, which is so much fucking math. Which is
Yes.
The attack is the attack's damaged is halved, but the radiant and smites are not.
it's not down, but it is so fucked up.
Oh, God.
Word. That's the end of my turn. That'll be it.
Okay, and that's where we're gonna end the session tonight.
Wait,
Word.
I'm a snake.
He's a snake.
The swamp
Slippery
snake.
snake.
Okay.
He's a
Boys, y'all are gonna have to get
slithery
away
snake.
because
Little
once this thing
snake.
blows up,
Yeah.
it'll kill the other one.
Oh,
So if y'all
shit.
can get away, I can just
Wait,
take the
are those-
damage out of
I'm
my
a snake,
tattoo.
man. I'm a snake,
Are
man.
two of them
Why
are
don't you just
downed
use your-
and one of them's in a crystal, right?
Just use your movement. Let me see if I have any attack spells. I've told the
Lark?
dead it should take
You should also have Divine Smite.
hand divine smite spell.
Yeah, or at range. It's got to be close up. Melee style.
I mean, I could take another hit, to be honest.
These things remind me of the Steel Watchers from Baldur's Gate 3. Except for the fact that they can fly and don't have as much HP. But other than that, automatons that are hard as fuck to kill and explode when they die.
I'd like to say I've had this stat block before I played Baldur's Gate.
No,
So
that's
Baldur's
fine.
Gate stole
That's-
from me, not the other way around.
Oh my god. Baldur's Gate's been in the works for 10 years.
Yeah, and they stole this from me in the last possible second.
Sure.
They said 2 hours before game launch, hey, we got to add this in.
They say Ree's crazy.
Yeah.
He's on to something.
Yeah.
We're stealing this and publicizing it before he does. Fuck him.
Before
I've
he
enjoyed
patents
this
this
session,
idea.
y'all.
Yeah, I thought it was a great session.
That was fun.
Before everyone leaves, the grouped initiative, do you guys think it helped at all, or did it still take the same amount of
It
time?
was fun.
Okay.
I do admit it was fun, and the ability to swap initiative or swap order, I should say,
Yeah.
it's good for like mechanics and.
Yeah, I thought it would at least be helpful for
I
like
like it.
how spells would end up working out. Like some
Yeah.
spells would just be like if in case that like
Like,
No as a
slow.
druid was going to cast haste on somebody, but he was technically below them, so it wouldn't have been handy. You could just swap.
True.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I think
I don't know that it made it any shorter, but I enjoyed it more regardless.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I was very much going to cast Tidal Wave if I did not wild shape,
Oh.
which would have only halved again. That's the only side I think
Well,
about doing bludgeoning damage. Is it always gets halved.
Well, tidal wave would have been magical damage, wouldn't it?
No, it's bludgeoning.
Well, bludgeoning.
They're
Right.
still
can
immune.
be
They're not. They're still
damage.
resistant to magical or non-magical
Oh.
bludgeoning damage.
Of course.
I'm about to head out, y'all. Thank y'all for
All
the
right.
session.
All right.
I'm heading
Good night.
I've eaten
Good night,
half
boys.
this.
Happy
I'm going to
birthday,
eat the rest
Sam.
of it.
Happy
I love you all.
birthday, Reese.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Happy
I
birthday,
love you
Josh.
guys.
I love you.
Bye.
Paul.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I can't find the end button, to be honest.